So I'm all signed up for the Postal Service email alert. Basically every day I get an email that tells me what mail is coming in the mail that day. If you have this, let me know. Do you get a little bit of that like pseudo report card day anxiety whenever you open that email? Like, what's gonna be in there? Like rationally, you know, there's nothing sinister that's gonna be in the mailbox, but a part of you is like, am I a felon? Is the FBI looking for me? Did I father a child? And then you finally click open and it's like, just another letter from the Alumni Association asking for money. All right, looking smooth and sun protected with the invisible sunscreen. Let me know if you've tried this yet and what you think, because it has turned into a favorite. I really like the texture, the finish, the consistency, the ease of application, how it has that instant skin smoothing effect. It's clear, it's colorless. Mineral sunscreens almost always end up all up in here. Ruined so many articles of clothing, with especially the tinted. It's like the orange right here. I don't get that with these chemical sunscreens. People will be like, how do I get rid of sunscreen stains? I don't know. Have you seen the inside of my car? Have you seen most of my wardrobe? Have you seen my winter coats? Thank God I don't have to wear them very often. They all have the mark of the beast. Words cannot express how much I love the smell of this Safely, I hate the name, lavender and coconut milk surface spray. It's so pleasant. It's not a sleepy time lavender either. But yeah, I've been really happy with that. It was a bit of a, I think I'm gonna cheat on Mrs. Myers. Speaking of scents though, that candle, which I'm gonna go fire up now, is amazing. My little witchy boo there. I'm double fisting. Little water chaser. This is my knockoff Stanley. It says hand wash only. I've been putting it in the dishwasher. So if I end up with mesothelioma, you'll know what did me in. So I got a new little house plant. Fingers crossed I don't kill it. It's supposed to be an easy plant. It's a little parlor palm. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it here permanently, but the little pot I thought kind of matches my rug there. But it's from this company, Easy Plant. Let's make it easy. And basically there's a little reservoir here that you fill with water, and it slowly waters the plant over the course of a month. So you only have to water it like once a month. And of course, it's not too early to start watching Christmas shows. Why not? I just discovered on Amazon Prime you can watch Garfield specials. So it starts out with a Garfield Christmas, 22 minutes and 27 seconds. I loved this cartoon.
Here we go again. We chop down a tree, sure.
So I just got an iHerb order in. iHerb, if you've never shopped on there, this is not sponsored. It's amazing. They actually ship internationally, I believe, to quite a few different countries. And they have everything on there. They have a lot of great skincare. They also have, I mean, just like pantry staples, tons. And they're always getting new stuff in. I mean, it's a bit of a rabbit hole. But I got some of this miso noosh. This is really good. It's got like an umami flavor to it. It's great on pretty much anything. It's kind of like nutritional yeast, but it's chickpea miso. So it's like fermented chickpea powder dust. It's really good, okay? It's just really good. Highly recommend it. I got not one, not two, but three. It's really good on popcorn. Yeah, and if you're someone who likes sweet and salty, it's also really good on sweet things to kind of give it like a salty flavor. This brand Wilderness Poets is really good. I've purchased quite a few things from them. Then I also got some granola from Julian Bakery. This brand is really good. This vanilla granola is really good. It's got sesame seeds, pumpkin seeds, chia seeds, pea protein and coconut and cinnamon. It's really good. So I got not one, but 2 bags of that because it was on sale. Plus, the other good thing about shopping on iHerb is that if you leave a little review, you get like a bonus point and it counts towards future orders. Then I also got, I think this is pronounced Kaya. You can put this on cereal, on yogurts, or you can soak it like you make chia seed pudding, and I guess it turns into chia seed pudding. I've never had this before, but it sounded really good. The only ingredients are chia seeds, buckwheat groats, and hemp seeds. So I got that, and that's everything I got. Just a little haul. 3-week update of using the Dr. Dana nail renewal system that was gifted to me in PR. And I have to say, I'm pretty happy with the results because last weekend, I don't know if that's focusing, last weekend I told you guys that my nails were about to get to the need to be cut stage, and they never did. Like they haven't gotten funky on the ends, you know what I mean? Where they're like dying to be trimmed or else they're gonna claw somebody's eyeball out accidentally. I mean, look, can you see the shine there? I'm pretty impressed, I have to say. Let me show you my other hand. It's red light time. I've been really consistent with the iRestore Elite. So I've been doing iRestore for several years now, using it, but I switched over to their newer Elite device. Doesn't take as long to do, but if you do it more often, it has more bulbs basically. And I feel like I'm seeing a slight change from the prior model. I feel like my hair is a little bit thicker. So I'm just gonna pop it on. One of the biggest misconceptions that I think people have when it comes to red light devices, red and near infrared devices such as this or the Omnilux mask, is that they're not powered sufficiently to yield any kind of meaningful effect. You actually only need an energy density within a certain small range for it to be effective. If you exceed that density, you end up getting diminishing returns and you can actually have a negative effect. Photobiomodulation exhibits what's called a biphasic dose response curve, meaning you get better results and then you start getting decline in outcome. The other thing about the delivery is the proximity of contact of the bulbs to the skin, to the scalp in this case, because if you have these bulbs at a distance, you start to get the light scattering and you get a significant drop off in the intensity. One of the reasons I like this device is you get good contact to the scalp and you also get good coverage of a wide area of the scalp. And of course you get a lot of bulbs in there. The face masks are great because you have that close contact with your skin. You eliminate that distance issue that would allow for escape of intensity. Because a lot of people will try and compare like a mask or a device like this to those panels, but those panels you're not, you have that distance factor. So it's not really a fair comparison. See, like I have this red light here with my name. I can't just like sit in front of this and expect to get the same outcome that I get from the Omnilux contour mask, because first of all, you've got the distance factor. These wavelengths, the light is going all over the place. Very little of it is actually getting to my skin. So you can't just take something like this and like stand in front of it and be getting the benefits of red light for your skin. It doesn't work that way. Red light can be beneficial for hair growth, for hair restoration, especially for people who have androgenetic alopecia. Low-level laser therapy can also be helpful if you're dealing with telogen effluvium. It can help get the hair back in the growing phase faster, cut down on overall shedding, and get you back on track. Now that being said, if you have a telogen effluvium, it's really important to address what caused the telogen effluvium. The shedding because so long as that's going on, well, you know, you can do all the low-level laser therapy, all the minoxidil that you want, but that's not really gonna, you know, you're taking yourself several steps back, so it's not going to necessarily correct itself. If you just delivered a baby, over time, by the time your child reaches their first birthday, your hair shedding should have resolved. But some people, they resolve the issue that triggered the telogen effluvium, but then they end up with kind of persistent shedding. And this may be helpful in that case. So I saw CeraVe came out with new tints for their tinted hydrating mineral sunscreen. And so I bought them, and I'm gonna be doing a review on these as well as 2 other new sunscreens from them. But for the vlog, I'll just go ahead and show you guys. I've tried out the newer light sheer tint, and it's actually, here, I'll show you. It's not as orangey as the older formula. That's the light. And then this is just the sheer tint. This is the one that's a little more orangey. Man, I really wish that tinted sunscreen brands would stop putting their products in white tubes, because it really like ends up getting all over. When it comes out, it looks like it's gonna be more of a mocha shade. You see the difference there? But when you blend it in, you start getting more of the orange reds because of the, I think because of the red iron oxides, which, you know, the iron oxides in tinted mineral sunscreens are a great addition because they help to protect against wavelengths of visible light that come from the sun that contribute to hyperpigmentation. This is the deep shade. On me, the deep shade ends up looking like I have some sort of sunless tanner on my face. And the regular shade's a little too orange, but the light shade is okay, but it does kind of look like I still have like regular mineral sunscreen on. You might wonder, like, can I mix these two together and get a shade that would be somewhere in between? The answer is no. You don't want to mix together different sunscreens, or you don't want to, like, for example, put some of this sunscreen in your moisturizer to like lighten it, because, or put some of one of these into another non-tinted sunscreen, because that actually messes up the final sunscreen formulation. So you don't want to do that. But I suppose technically you could layer the two. You could layer like one coat of the light and one coat of the regular. This doesn't have a name, it's just, or this is the deep that I'm holding here, but it's light and then just regular. They didn't give this one a name. I wonder if, yeah, I suppose you could layer these two, but you wouldn't want to mix them like in your hand and put them on, because that'll mess up the final sunscreen. All right, I'm gonna get some computer work done, but I'm gonna go on my little walking pad. I love this thing. It's a game changer. Like, if you hate working out, it's like, it's so easy. Like, you can literally do it in your pajamas. These shoes are just for the walking pad, and that sounds extra, but honestly, I did the same thing in my apartment with the gym. Like, I had gym shoes that I only wore in the gym. I don't want to bring stuff into the house, track it on the floor. Plus, I think that takes a toll on the longevity of the walking pad or your treadmill or whatever, to have like dirt and asphalt potentially. I just put it on this yoga mat here. You don't have to do that, but I feel like it just kind of, I don't know, is nice to have a little spot there, almost like a rug. You don't have to put it on very fast. I mean, you can literally just go like this. I mean, it's so low effort. Like, you can put on a movie It's great if you hate working out. I love working out, but I understand people don't like working out, or it's just like no drama. I mean, like I said, you could do this in your pajamas. You know, you don't have to like get all ready, whatever. Just put on a movie, get your water, and just get some steps in. Like, it's not that stressful. It's very easy. Do it in the privacy of your own home. You don't need a lot of space either. I mean, a tiny apartment, this is perfect because when you're not using it, you can put it up out of the way. Just greased up my feet, lower legs. I'm all moisturized, almost finished, like down to the dregs, whacking the bottle up against the bathroom sink. The Cetaphil Gentle Exfoliating SA Lotion. I have been loving this. I even use it on my face. Just came in with my tretinoin on my face. And I have reinstated this, which is a 2024 Skincare Discovery. Spoiler alert, it's probably, yes, in fact it will be making an appearance in my 2024 Best of Skincare lineup come the end of the year. Those of you in the vlog are always ahead of the game as far as what to expect on the channel. So this is a glycerin skin protectant. I find it works really well under and around the eye area to protect, because it's a skin protectant, from irritants, and to deeply hydrate. And in doing so, I get this under eye brightening effect. Here's the thing, when it comes to putting products around your eye, you don't need very much. Like, a little bit goes a long way. If you can see it, it looks goopy, it looks like something you could pick off with your finger, way too much. And when you put it on, just make sure that you try and avoid getting within about roughly 1 millimeter to the lash line. This will cut down on the risk of it getting into your eye. That's about the width of a Q-tip stick, but you kind of get the idea. You don't need very much. It's easy to overdo it with products in general, but especially eye, you know, stuff you're putting around your eye, you really don't need very much. Like, I sometimes overdo it when I use Vaseline. I'll put too much and it does end up sneaking on over to the corner here and getting in my eye, which is not great. So be conservative with how much you use. You don't necessarily need a dedicated eye cream. Some people like them. It's a very divisive topic. Anytime I point that out, there's always going to be the eye cream enthusiasts jumping up and being like, how dare you? How dare you not need an eye cream? Now, that being said, there are some eye care products that have active ingredients in them, in which case it makes sense because they're more formulated. For example, a retinol eye cream. Retinol can be irritating to the skin, so it's a gentler formula in the eye cream formulation. It makes sense. But you don't necessarily need a dedicated eye cream just for moisturizing. I've tried a lot of eye creams, and I have to say, over the years of trying out so many, there are quite a few that I just enjoy using, but they're not a necessity. October is sailing along. Alright guys, I am ready to call it a night, wrap this vlog up. Thank you so much for watching to the end. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. If so, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and as always, don't forget, sunscreen and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye!